Hello and welcome to the first episode of my new series on Euro Truck Simulator 2. I am planning on making a number of different types of videos, such as exploring the various DLC, convoys, special events, top 10s, etc. And I do intend to include my youngest son Charlie in a number of those videos. And there's good reason for that, which I'll come to. So I've been playing ETS 2 for about a month and a half now, and according to the game I'm on 494 hours on record and around about level 30 I've got up to, so I've maxed out most of the skills by now, other than the eco driving ones, which don't seem much use. So I was first introduced to this game by, as I said before, my youngest son Charlie. He was keen on playing the game. I thought it sounded very boring and didn't quite get it. So I eventually kind of fired up my Steam account, got it for him, and then as soon as he went to bed, I finished up spending the rest of the night playing it. So as you can see, I did the usual grind of quick jobs to get enough money to buy my own truck. Once I did that, I was then straight into paint shop to create a paint job for it, and then a second paint job for it, which was really driven by the coincidence that Prusa Research, who have been the company that probably I have spent the most on in the 3D printing part of this channel, and SCS Software, the makers of both Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator, just both happen to be based in Prague. So the two things seem to make perfect sense to me, and the Prusa truck was born. I did iterate on the cab a little bit because as I'm getting used to the paint jobs and how they work, I was a bit too subtle with the pattern on the cab. So needless to say, I threw subtlety out of the window and I made a new version. In the interest of not annoying all of those purist simulation guys out there, I'll point out that I'm playing this more as an arcade game, I guess. Fatigue off, traffic offences off, speed limiter off, advanced trailer hookup off, transmission type, simple automatic. I don't always have it in first person, so I make it easy on myself, I guess, when I'm coming to the end of a delivery to parking up, and I go into third person. I'll also do that sometimes coming up to junctions. And then detours I've got down to 11% probability. To be fair, that is more because it felt unrealistic. I think it's set something like 30% as standard, and that felt too much. I mean, 30%, 3 times out of 10, when you're doing a delivery, there will be a big detour at the end of it that adds, I don't know, a couple of 100 miles on or something like that. So that just felt unrealistic. For all I know that there are often traffic issues, that I don't think that really reflects the true real world. So and the last bit is that I'm using a PlayStation controller rather than a steering wheel. Now, that might not always be the case, but certainly for the time being, I am using just that controller. And whilst it is far from ideal, I would say that it's about 100 times better than just using a keyboard, so I will make do for now. As the title of this video suggests, this is meant to be an introduction, and probably not typical of the types of videos that I'll be producing going forward. I'm not really into the just record it with no talking, here's a 1,000 mile delivery job. I don't find them interesting. I'm sure, and I've seen that there are lots of people with an interest in them, and the videos do get good views, etc. But it's just not what I'm interested in, and therefore probably not what I'm going to produce at any point. I will definitely be having, as I say, lots of varied types of videos, not just one single type, but as we go on, hopefully most of those will include Charlie a lot more. Charlie has wanted to have a YouTube channel for a while. Whilst he's not of an age that I would let him have that, then he can certainly be part of mine, and to give him his place. Let's be honest, I wouldn't be playing ETS 2 if it weren't for Charlie's suggestion. I wouldn't have fired up the PC, logged back into my Steam account, which had laid dormant for years, unless he'd made that suggestion. So both ETS 2 and then ATS are down to him, so we know who to blame. But yeah, as I say, hopefully I'll include him in some of the videos going forward. And just to give a quick look forward to the immediate future in the next episode that we've got planned. We'll be taking a look at the changes in version 1.49, although admittedly I don't have much experience before that, so we'd probably only played the game for a week or two before the 1.49 beta came out. I went straight on that, and Charlie, just by dint of the fact that he couldn't resist himself but going and playing on my computer, he went straight on that as well. So we don't really have much experience of what went before, but what we do know is what's published as being the new features and what we think of them and what we like and what we don't like. And the other thing that I'll probably pick up on is the DAF XD. I actually really like that truck. I had a lot of fun driving that around. So if you've made it this far, thanks a lot for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. And look out for more videos on ETS2 and also an American Truck Simulator on this channel.